Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So this video is long overdue. Many of you have asked me how and when did I realize that I had a gift, a spiritual gift. Okay, there's a lot. It's not straightforward, and I have written a few things down to kind of keep me on track because I may just go off track and so I may be looking down from time to time. Okay. But okay, so I'm going to start straight away. So my first realization that I was, let's just say I can't really compare, but I just knew what I was experiencing, what I was feeling. I couldn't really make sense of it. Bearing in mind, I was 4 years old. The first time I had a spiritual or saw something, okay, somebody passed over, because I have, and the person that I mainly see, I will speak about that in a minute. But the first time I realized I had a spiritual gift, I was 4. Okay, so I will share that experience with you. I won't share every experience with you because we'll be here all day, but I'll just tell you the things that made me think, oh, okay, something here is different. Why am I experiencing these things and other people aren't speaking about it? Okay, like, but anyways, and some things I thought was just everyone experienced it. That's what I thought. I thought most people experience this. That's just what it is. And then after a while, I thought, oh, actually, no, not everybody experiences this. And that's when I was like, okay, this is different, but what do I do with it? So I'll get into that later in the video. Okay, so my first encounter with me realizing I had some kind of spiritual gift was the age of 4. I remember, so it was me, my sister, we used to share a room, and I had my parents, okay? And I remember it was nighttime and I saw this, I knew it wasn't a live person. So let me just disclaimer, some of you guys, if you're easily frightened, definitely don't watch this video. But if you're intrigued and you would like to know, some of you guys may have experienced this as well and may have tried to shut it out. So maybe hearing this may make you feel like, okay, I'm not going crazy, or I'm not, because honestly, this happens to a lot of people. Not everyone speaks about it, okay? So this is my truth. This is what happened with me, okay? Everyone's experience will be different, okay? All right, so I remember, and I was 4 because my parents always told me, and I was in this home for 5 years. So my parents always told me, they never forgot. They never forgotten this time. So I remember it was nighttime and I saw this this figure, and it wasn't a shadow. It was a figure. I could feel its presence. I can see it and feel its presence. And what I will say, moving before I even go past that, I saw this person when I was 4, and I saw this person when I was 30. Was I 31? 31. And the second time, somebody else saw them as well. The other person was in complete shock. But luckily, that person was spiritual as well, so they understood. They saw it too, and we were both like, okay. Anyways, this figure, I described this figure that I saw, this spirit that I saw, to my father, well, both of my parents. But my father said to me, that's my dad. He said, that's my father. I said to my dad, I saw this slim, tall man. And he always had like this black, it was like, I don't want to say cloak, but it was just like a black, oh, I don't want to say cloak, but it was just this black thing around him. But it was tall, dark. And told my dad, he said, that's my father. Now, I never met my dad's dad. My dad's father passed away years before I was born, so I never actually got to meet him. Plus, both of my father's parents lived in Jamaica, okay? All right, so that was the first experience. Second experience, not too long after that, actually. Not too long after that. So the second experience was when I astro projected. And my mother never let me forget that either. Because what I will say as well, my parents always supported me. They never shut me down in regards to what I was seeing. They always believed me, and because they also in their own ways experience things like that as well. Okay, so fortunately enough, I was never shut down or told to be like, stop being silly, or you was just dreaming. They knew because of how I was. I was too young to articulate those kind of things. I was too young to even, do you know what I mean? I know kids may say things, but let me tell you something. Kids are so spiritually connected. We all are, but especially kids. And I feel like when you're older, but especially when you exercise those gifts, it becomes more powerful. Just like your body. If you exercise your body, you become more powerful. It's the same thing with your gifts. So I used to astro project, and the places, I'll go into it a bit later, okay? So yeah, the first time I realized I had a spiritual gift was when I saw my my grandfather, who I'd never met before and who'd passed away before. Okay. All right. So there's that. Okay. Yeah. And my parents was very supportive of me, and we would all actually share our own experiences, what happened to us and stuff like that. Okay. All right. So moving forward now, let's fast forward. Let's just say this. I will tell you my sign, because some of you guys might be like, okay, that kind of makes sense for that sign particularly. I'm a Pisces, okay? If you're into astrology or tarot or anything like that, you all know Pisces, and this is not to blow my own horn now, but it's just what's out there and what I've experienced. Pisces, the last sign, the most connected to the spiritual realm, and woo, ain't that true? But it can also be very confusing when you don't know what's going on, okay? Especially if you're not being supported. But even though I was supported with certain things that I was seeing, experiencing, and felt free to speak of those things, not to everybody, but with my family, okay? Yeah, no, it really was my family. Really didn't speak about those things with friends. It was my family. Oh, by the way, my mum's mum, was psychic. She used to read tea leaves and coffee. But she used to do this for friends and family. She didn't do it for a living, okay? And it probably goes back as well, but that's the only person I know in my family. I have a very big family who used to use their gifts, okay? So there's that. And I'm very connected to my nan as well. I'll come into that later. So, yeah, the astro projecting. Sometimes I'd just be lying down, and I would just get all these visions. I would just keep getting these visions. And I remember one day actually, very well, this is about 5-6 years ago. I remember lying down, and I remember seeing all these people. I was standing there, all these people coming towards me, just different people, nothing crazy, just like literally, it was almost like they were introducing themselves to me, but without speaking, but just coming forward, this person coming forward, that person, male, woman, all races. They were all actually adults, but it was like, it'll be like an Asian man, a white woman, a black woman, all ethnicities, everything, all ages. And I remember reading somewhere is like, we can't recreate people that we see, the visions of people that we see is people that we've met or that we're going to meet. So there was that also. And I was like, what's going on? During this whole process, the person that I connected with the most was my nan, who'd passed away when I was 9. Okay. And that devastated me. I absolutely adored my nan, my mother's mum. And I didn't know my father's mum that much because she grew up in Jamaica. She lived in Jamaica, so didn't get to see her too much. But anyways, I always spoke to my nan. Even when she passed away, I always spoke to her because I always believed that she can hear me. Little did I know that she really did hear me. She really, really did hear me. And she still hears me now. And this is why I say sometimes, guys, in my readings, when somebody's passed over, speak to them because they can hear you, okay? And don't doubt yourself, okay? So yeah, basically, I would speak to my nan, and I wouldn't always get like messages, you know, things like that, but I would feel her presence, okay, as many of us do. But anyways, there's that. Moving fast forward now, let's fast forward. So I'm 33 currently. This time I'm recording this video, I'll be 34 in a few months, okay? I remember 2018 feeling like something's got to change. Now, let's just say I wasn't living my best life. Let's just say I wasn't making the best decisions and I wasn't on a path that would really help me, okay? And I said, you know what? Something's got to give. I'm done. I'm going, like, I'm moving. I'm going to start afresh. I'm going to, you know, start a new life. And it's funny. It's very, very funny, actually, because I may have to do 2 videos because I don't want it to be too long. So I will be doing a video of how I started tarot, okay? But I just wanted to do a little video. If you'd like to ask me questions, please feel free. I'll do another video, okay? But it's just a little bit of insight how I started this. But I had this strong feeling like, no, just move, Georgia, just move. You can start again. It's fine, you know. You're in a better situation than you was when you moved here. You know, you can start fresh. You've done it how many times? Move. And I moved. But you know what's funny, guys? And this is where I won't go into it in this video, but I had this crazy, it's not crazy, I don't want to say crazy. I had this vision, this energy of me meeting somebody when I did move, and this person was a part of my path, which, let's just say, they currently aren't. Not everybody's meant to be there, okay? And this is very important. This is very important about my journey. Very, very big part of why I started tarot as well, okay? But there was something about, I was seeing visions of like loads of, let's just say nature, big trees, you know, just things of nature. And there was a guy as well. And I knew I was going to meet a guy. And when I met this guy, my life was going to change. And I didn't think about that too. It wasn't like I'm going to move, I'm going to meet this guy. It wasn't like that. It was just a quick thing, probably like a few minutes, and then it just left. But when I met this guy, I knew it was him. I knew it was him. I knew it was him. All right. So I'm going to go into that in another video, but I just want to say, if you do feel like you have gifts, whether you were supported or not, please believe in yourself, okay? Because I'll tell you something as well. A lot of people, if you do have spiritual gifts and you ignore them, it can be quite haunting for you, because there's certain things that you'll receive and certain information, and if you block that out, you're missing a lot of information that you need to know, okay? And it can really benefit not only your life but other people's lives as well, okay? So I mean, I do take it seriously. I'm not like overly like, you know, I do take it seriously. It's an amazing gift to have, an amazing gift to share. But at the same time, it can be quite intense also, and very draining, okay? When you're able to pick up on other people's energies, it is a blessing, but at the same time, you have to, it's not for you to just give. You have to remember yourself in this process, on this journey, okay? If you'd like to know anything else, you know, something that I may have left out, or you feel that I left out, please ask away. I'll do another video. But for now, I want to leave that there. The next video that I'll be doing is how I got into tarot, which for me, that was like, whoa, that was a roller coaster. That was during the pandemic. That was when we were in lockdown. That's when my spiritual awakening happened. That's when, woo, woo, that was intense. That was intense. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. If you enjoyed the video, thumbs up. If you're new, if you're just seeing this video for the first time, I do tarot. Check my readings out, okay, guys? And yeah, I will see you in the next video, guys. Have a good one.